ひびが入ってるって英語でどうやって表現すればいい？ Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School. お気に入りの服にコーヒーをこぼしてシミができてしまいました。今まで大切にしていた本が子供に破られてしまいました。スーパーの駐車場で車にへこみができてしまいました。心までへこみますね。さあ、英語でどのように表現すればいいんでしょうか？一回しっかり覚えとけば、これは結構使いますよ。今から英語で解説していきたいと思います。8 points がありますので、ぜひ最後まで見てくださいね。あとは最後に宿題を出しますね。So let's get this show on the road and start off with the grammar structure. So there are two patterns when talking about damage to your things. In order to explain things better, let's focus on this jacket. Ooh, now that looks pretty nasty, doesn't it? We'll also use the verb tear, not tear, tear, which is yaburu in Japanese. So the first pattern is using past participles as adjectives. Okay, now, so the regular tense is tear, the past tense is tore, and the past participle is torn. In this case, we want to use the past participle as an adjective, so we use torn. The jacket is torn. The second pattern is using it as a noun. So here's the first sentence. My jacket has a tear in it. So we're using the verb have in this case, and tear is a noun. So we say a tear. But we can also say there is a tear in it. So both of these sentences are very commonly used. Okay, now here is a key point. We have to be careful as to whether it is a singular or a plural noun. If we take the example of jeans, as we can see, jeans are a plural item, meaning they have two legs. So it's not an is, it's an are. The jeans are torn. They have a tear in them. There is a tear in them. If you want to learn more about singular and plural nouns, you can watch this video. The first one is a crack. So we often see this with glass, plastic, or sometimes even concrete. The screen of this iPhone is cracked. It has a crack in it. There are loads of cracks in it. Time for a new iPhone, methinks. Okay, here's another one. This toilet seat is cracked. It has a big crack in it. Now that's gonna pinch your bum. Ooh. The second one is a burn. I guess we used to see this one a lot when more people smoked, but it sometimes happens in the kitchen with heaters or if you use an iron. Let's look at an example sentence. This tabletop has been burned. It has a cigarette burn on it. There is an awful burn on the table. I hope it can be repaired. Okay, here's the next one. This shirt has been burned by the iron. It has a nasty burn on the front. You'll probably have to get rid of that shirt.
いらっしゃいませ。
Excuse me, mister.
Ah, yes, Sonny. How can I help you?
My mummy wants to return this banana. She says it has a big crack in it. Look.
It doesn't really affect the flavor.
But she says it's cracked. So she wants a new one.
Does she have the receipt?
No, she says she lost it.
No receipt. いらっしゃいま
The third one is a chip. We often see this one for cups, plates, and sometimes even teeth. It's when a little piece of something breaks off, just like the cup in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. The cup character is called Chip. Okay, here's an example sentence. The cup is chipped. It has a chip in it. There is a chip in this cup. Maybe time to get yourself down to IKEA. And of course, we can't forget about teeth. He has a chipped tooth. He has a chip on his front tooth. This can be easily mended by a trip to the dentist. The fourth one is a dent. So we probably use this more for cars and things that are made from metal, which are usually smooth. Okay, for example, this car is dented. It has a dent on the side. There is a huge dent on it. I hope that person has proper insurance. Now, another thing that we sometimes come across is damaged food cans. And not so much in Japan though. This can is badly dented. It has a big dent on the edge. There is a big dent in this can. Actually, I don't think it's safe to eat the food in these dented cans.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, it's you again, young man. What is it this time?
Well, it's about this bottle of coffee.
Oh, it looks like you've almost finished it.
No, actually, it's leaking. Look, it's got a big leak in it. Look.
Was it like that when you bought it from the store?
Yes, it was leaking all over our kitchen.
Are you sure you didn't drop it?
Mummy, this man says I'm telling lies.
Oh, no. Do you have a receipt?
Of course not. Who keeps the receipts, Mummy says.
いらっしゃいませ.
The fifth one is a leak. So this is when water or some other liquid is dripping out from somewhere. Okay, here is an important key point. This one is different from the others. Instead of using the past participle, we use the ing form of the verb. There is also a special adjective form. Leaky. This tap is leaking. There is a leak in this faucet. We have a leaky tap. Looks like we need to get in a plumber. So another interesting way to use leak is when you need to go to the restroom. It's used more by men. I need to take a leak. The sixth one is a scratch. So a scratch is when something sharp comes against something softer and leaves a mark. This often happens with smooth things like a CD or the body of a car. Okay, for example, this CD is scratched. It has a lot of bad scratches on it. There are deep scratches on this CD. As you could see from the photo, the best way to repair it is with toothpaste. Okay, another example. My floor is scratched. My floor has so many scratches. There are some terrible scratches on my floor. I've got heaps of scratches on my floor at home. Yeah, I have to do something about that.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, you again, young man. So lovely to see you again.
My mum's got a big dent in the side of her car.
Oh dear. Is everyone all right?
Oh, we're fine. But because our car got dented in your parking lot, she says it's your fault.
Did you call the police?
Do we need to?
Yes, that's what people usually do.
But my mum's phone's got a big crack in it, so she can't use it.
Oh, that's no good, is it?
Can we borrow your phone?
My phone?
The seventh one is a stain. When a color is left on something and it's really difficult to get out just by washing it. You probably need some special techniques or cleaning materials. Actually, you've probably heard of stained glass windows in churches. Remember, the pronunciation is stained glass windows. This carpet might be stained by this coffee. There might be a stain if we don't hurry up. That coffee is going to leave a stain. It's also used for talking about discolored teeth. Her teeth are stained. She has a lot of stains on her teeth. There are a lot of stains on her teeth. Luckily, you can buy good toothpaste to fix it. So after you've finished fixing your CDs, then you can clean your teeth. The eighth one is damage. Of course, this word is used a lot in Japanese, but let's talk about the pronunciation. In English, the pronunciation is damage. 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 The stress is on the first part of the word, damage, not damage. Damage. My suitcase got badly damaged on the flight. My suitcase got a lot of damage. I need a new suitcase. It has so much damage. We also use damage a lot for talking about old things or antiques. This old toy is pretty damaged, but still expensive. This car has a lot of damage. There is a lot of damage on this antique car. I think it still looks pretty cool, don't you? It's homework time. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this far into the video, all you super enthusiastic students out there. I really appreciate you doing the homework every week. It's so great to see everybody become a part of That's English School community. Okay, so today's challenge is this. Please tell me about a problem that you had using the language from this video. Okay? So コメント欄のところに、答えを入れてくださいね。後でチェックしますので。Okay? I'm looking forward to seeing your fantastic sentences. あとは何かわからないことがありましたらね、ぜひぜひコメント欄のところに何でも聞いてくださいね。And if you want to improve your English even more, click on this video right here and I'm going to tell you about singular and plural nouns. It's very, very useful.